Open the production chooser and begin training a settler unit. Remember, production chooser can either be accessed from the city, information panel, or from the choose production reminder in the notification panel on the right side of the game. Yes. Miller?
Excellent. These brave settlers are ready to carry our culture into the unknown. However, it will take some time before they are prepared for the journey that awaits them.
I wonder if they take population with them as well. Didn't really check. Because in 5, they took some population with them when they were getting built.
Yinek yizet izis hepertesepsen. Yinek Cleopatra hena henemeset ir. Iu ekshau.
I am easily born. I am the living Nile. I'm Cleopatra and an ally, if you're worthy. Alright, so, it's Cleopatra, like I figured. I figure it's just gonna be me and her on the tutorial. Us, or her and Sumerians. And, yeah, again, she is the realistic cartooning, because she's not near as cartoony as the Revolution counterpart, but still. Um, but notice how she was not, notice how she was speaking her language much like 5, because I guess 5 started the trend of the civilization leaders actually speaking their native language as opposed to civilizations before that where they were just speaking gibberish in the accent that was similar to their language pretty much. Anyway, it's an honor to meet you at two options. It is an honor to meet you, or well met stranger, but I'm afraid we are too busy to stay in chat. Yeah, no, it's an honor. And Cleopatra said, we have a city nearby. Would you like to visit? I'd like to introduce you to our board game, Snet. Okay. I'll love to sample your hospitality, or sorry about now this time. I will sure will come over.
Resources and land are not infinite. It seems we now have competition.
Yep.
As we do not yet know the true intention of this people, might I suggest we proceed with caution?
You know, the other Egyptians, I mean, they're mostly nice in civilization, but we'll see. You're now leader of another civilization, Civilization 6. There will typically be other civilizations sharing the world with you. These are controlled by the game AI. And have all these same abilities and ambitions that you do. Right, yeah. The AI don't cheat in any way. They don't cheat to be better and don't cheat to be worse. As you play, you will need to consider how to deal with your neighbors and watch them carefully to improve your understanding of their strategy. Yep. Alright, you move on. Or our turns. Oh, look at that. They're just penciled in since they're in. We don't know where they are land. We haven't been there yet, any land. There we go. And now that we're there, they actually loaded in. That's pretty cool. And the cities are, oh, actually, the cities are very generic. Look at this. That's our city. And this is their city, yeah. Um, but still, still a little bit different. Just going to turn on Wrinkle Sync. That would help. Alright, next turn. My diplomatic delegation brings you a small gift of our papyrus from New Isis. Welcome, welcome them as you welcome me. I will. Um, and also she's not talking other than her intro, which it does make sense because in Civilization 5, they were talking between, little stuff like this. However, when they talk about little stuff like this, I mean I didn't mention the words at all, usually, which is most obvious with, of course, the English and Americans, for me anyway. But it's probably obvious for anyone else that they know their languages. Our delegation is most welcome. Our capital is not open to visitors at this time, or goodbye. Yeah, your delegation is most welcome. She says excellent. Goodbye. Choose Civic. Open Civics. That's time again. Actually, that's not time again. Yeah, that's 10 minutes. 12:30. Now, for the most part, you can go forward and you can research like the top around the tree and just go through it, and don't have to worry about the bottom tree until later. Because there are technologies in which you have to research a lot of things in order to actually research the next one. But those are very far in, and you probably should research those ones already. But these technologies, but the further they get away, the harder they're to research, and the further in time you get, the easier the previous ones are to research. Let's go military tradition for maneuver, military. 100% protection toward ancient classical era light and heavy cavalry units, okay. And super low, square person, 2 great general points per turn, okay. Steelwork force protection toward ancient and classical wonders, oh that's nice. Conscription, unit maintenance reduced by 1 gold per unit, okay. And remember, these aren't perks that you just have. When you unlock them, you have to swap them out with the ones you currently have in your tree. I mean, in your government, which actually makes, if you want to have if you want to say chieftain the entire game, which I guess you can, you're gonna be at a very disadvantage against people that have more slots to put stuff in. But if you don't need anything else, or if you can get by, you're good. As you can see, if we discover second continent, as you can see, there are little boosts to help. Alright, that's cool. And for trade, we got a trader, which maintains single trade routes, automatically creates roads as travels. Automatically creates roads as travels. Oh, that's amazing! You never been able to make them like that before. You usually make them by going between cities or going from square to square. You never been used to make roads between cities, which by the way, roads allow units to move much further than usual. And Calvertonese to go from alternate routes, maritime industries, or production toward classical to ancient classical near Avon or air naval units. Yes, joint war, establish joint war against a target civilization. Yes, please. I would definitely take that to research. Yes, that is a good thing. You need orders, or you can start heading back now. Hopefully, don't grow on you. As often the case in history, technology discoveries inspire new technologies, building upon knowledge gained in the past. In civilization is simulated by technology tree. Open the technology tree button in the research panel to view it. Oh yes, finally. There it is. It's just sent by
With
the Destroy
knowledge
Indicator.
comes opportunity. As our people's understanding of this world grows, new paths present themselves to us.
Which, by the way, this is how big my Destroy Indicator is. This is actually the actual indicator, and then this is the FPS in the box I'm drawing on the screen, which, if you're not watching, you won't be able to see, but still. And I'm not really drawing, I'm just moving my mouse around it. And then this is the length of how long we're recording for. Which resets whenever the external resets, so I'm quite sure how long we've been recording for. At least 24 minutes. Technology trees displayed evolved research technologies very well in the game of Civilization, from niche and all the way to information area and beyond. Alright. It looks like there are filters too, which helps. Build nodes represent technologies that you've already finished researching. You have finished researching pottery as marked as complete. Alright, right there. Dark gray nodes represent technologies that are available to begin researching but not complete. Alright. Light gray nodes represent technologies that are not yet available to begin researching. These technologies need to be first unlocked by researching one or more prerequisite technologies. My god. Since we've already researched Fari, we are now able to begin research of writing technology. Right there. You know, for archery you need, for archery you need, Dawn Civilization, Animal Husbandry. And that's it. I'll go all the way down to the end and then come back. I got feature tech, robotics, nuclear fusion, nanotechnology, lasers, composites, stealth technology. That's like a satellite to launch moon landing. Okay. Wow, we can research this right now if we had it unlocked. It would just take 252 turns, which is not so bad. Computers, the missiles. Actually, what is this? Modern armor. Jet. Oh, jet bomber. There's no longer stealth bombers. Okay. Here, fire. Organized infantry. Okay, artillery. Mobile SAM. Oh, mobile SAMs are new. Fence light bomber. Fighter. Machine gun. Anti-air gun. Aircraft carrier destroyer. Okay. And helicopter. Any other helicopters? Marn AT. Okay. Marn anti-tank rockets. Alright, that's interesting. And then nuclear sub. Yep. Normal sub. AT crew. Biplane. Observation balloon. Infantry. Artillery. Battleship. Tank. Alright, he goes. Alright, so the planes. Yeah, the planes go. Planes go World War I, World War II, World War III, but the tanks are just World War II and World War III. Yeah, but modern. Yeah, pretty much. Now, if you know me, I go tanks first. Because if you have tanks in Civilization, you usually win if you're the only one to have them. Or you don't you win, but you're usually at a very, very good advantage. So I will need to study this technology tree in many detail and learn how to get to the tanks fast. It actually isn't too hard, it looks like. Alright, combustion's down there, we need those. Right, from this, we're going to need that. We're also going to need these. Those. Those. These. These. And that one, that one. Those two. That one. Yeah, the tech tree in Civilization 6 is pretty sparse, let's do the writing. Notice the writing technology node says exchange, indicating that it's currently being researched. The number of turns required to finish research on the technology is indicated in the upper right hand corner of the node. Right, God. Symbols display inside the technology node represent new units, buildings, wonders, and abilities that are unlocked by the technology once it's completed. For example, once you have finished researching the writing technology, you're now able to construct a campus district as well as a library building in all your cities. The campus and library allow you to increase the amount of science you generate each turn, allowing you to research technologies faster, right?
Our legacy will one day be recorded beyond the spoken word.
Yep.
Our settlers have finished preparations and await your command. However, the lands before them possess untold dangers. We must not allow them.
Alright, I'll read from where she came off because of the virus pop-up. Which is not from Civilization 6, by the way, so it's just a random virus that occurred on my computer for no reason. Alright, our sailors have finished preparations and await your command. However, the lands before them possess untold dangers. We must not allow them to go forth without protection. Alright, God. Units like sailors and builders are non-combat civilian units, and thus cannot defend themselves. This leaves them highly vulnerable to be captured or killed by enemy units. However, your military units can act as protection for your civilian unit, as they can occupy the same hex. Right. An easy way to move units together is by linking them together until they reach their destination. Ooh, that's new. Is it new? I'm pretty sure that might have been the new part, I just never used it. Because I never knew, because there were still tutorials.
Excellent. With our people prepared, we must now choose our destination.
Yep.
There is an area rich in resources, not far from the capital. Let us send our settlers there.
I could something there considering to what I found over here, you know, with all the wheat and the chocolate and stuff and the water. Yeah, again, edge scrolling's messed up. I could probably turn on keeping the mouse locked to the window, but that's never a good idea for me. Move formation. Begin moving the units southeast towards indicating map marker. If you have not already revealed that part of the map, it might make your journey easier if you send your scout there. Yes.
Though our settlers are safe under the protection of our warriors, our capital is now defenseless. Without the protection of the military, we will most surely become overrun by our enemies.
Alright, so they might took out the whole capital, range defense system, which used to be in the game. Well, which were in Civilization 5 and Beyond Earth. I mean, more like the classical games. Notice how they have a block. Notice how they have a box binding them. In Civilization, once players lose all their cities, the game is over. It's very important to protect your cities, especially your capital, marked with that, from any form threat. Right, slingers, all right. All slingers are new. Yes.
Though our warriors are valiant, a proper fighting force must be diversified. Slingers provide a different style of combat.
Yes, I can chew over multiple hacks, but I have to stay still. I love the new transitions for marking. It makes just so much sense. I like this silly clouds which never really worked right to begin with. Caused humongous lag and enough for the game on the processor. It's works so much better. It looks nicer too. Which again, the clouds never worked right when it comes to the look, for me anyway. But back in the day, you used to have to move you used to move either the warriors up or the civilians up, and you had to basically keep piggybacking until you got to your location. Now they're forced to stay together, which is nice. I guess you can do that with any unit. It makes me wonder if you can. Stack units like you could in like let's say Civilization Revolution. It's basically stack multiple military units on each other to help defend. Basically they take their turns. Basically they take their turns defending, which they took out in Civilization 5. And choosing a fortification to settle in the city is important to look at the fertility of surrounding land, proximity to sources of food, resources, and fresh water are all very important. For this tutorial, we've already found the location for you. Alright, so fresh water counts now. Alright, better than you count before.
Order our people to take root here.
Alright.
Well done. Our civilization continues to spread beyond expectation. In time, it may rival even our own capital.
Yep. Yep.
Already, this new city yearns to grow. Its people await your guidance.
Alright. As you can see, this one doesn't have a castle like the capital does. And the cities will grow based on what they are, based on, it seems to grow through time, and change to the times as well. And basically sell new cities further in time, stuff happens, alright. Or things change, that's what the granary do, help them expand faster. Cleopatra. And also, it says in the upper right hand corner, which is very out of the way, it says the name of the leader and the civilization, which I guess it's fine for a cinematic feel, but if you need to find their name real fast, it's kind of out of the way. I mean, if you know where to look, you know where to look, but still. If people sell too close, you should consider seeking land elsewhere. Alright, we got three options. Apologies, I will look elsewhere in the future, or my people will sell where they please. Ignore this request. We'll try to be more hospitable. Thank you. Alright.
It appears our slingers have completed their training. Already, the people of our city feel safer.
Alright. A Slayer unit has finished training in capital. Slinger unit, I mean. Slingers are ranged class units, allowing them to attack from distance without engaging in melee combat. This keeps them from picking. I can't think I'll say that word right now. I think I know what it is, but I can't say it. Basically taking damage back from attacking. Damage during the attack. Range units also tend to have a lower defense strength than their melee counterparts, so it is best to keep them close to friendly units of other types for protection, right?
As our army continues to diversify and improve, our future grows even more secure.
Yep. As you progress through the game, researching technologies, you will unlock better, stronger, and more advanced units. Building a strong and diversifying force is essential in completing against civilizations and preserving the safety of your people, right?
With our slingers training complete, we may now direct our people's efforts to new pursuits.
Okay? It's now to you to decide what you would like to produce in the city. Suggestions: train a builder to improve the surrounding lands within your borders. I'll do that. Train combat units expand the size. Instinct to the military. Not quite. We don't quite need one right now. Build granary to provide additional food for your city as well as more housing for your population. Oh, that's housing now. Alright, citizens. Can't have that yet. There's the war cart. Heavy cavalry. Let's build a builder. Okay, looks like these guys are always ready to range attack. Then they set up for it. Oh, these turns go by fast.
We have the opportunity to develop a formal trade route between two cities. A trader unit is required to establish such a route, which would be very beneficial for our economy.
Yep, very good. Your training units are trained in your cities in addition to providing extra gold. The other benefits to civilization trade routes are essential for building roads between cities. Alright, so builders no longer, or workers no longer build roads, it's the traders, or it's the traders. Okay, giving a reason to actually use traders, because before they just gave you gold and resources, more or less. Now they actually build roads. For people like me that never used them, This actually gives me reason to use them. Open Civic Street. Alright, what we got? And mysticism, Oracle, that's a wonder. Painting your great people cost 20% less. Faith districts in the city provide 2 great per certain points of their type. Inspiration, great science points per turn. Revelation, great profit points per turn. Okay. Early Empire. Land surveyors reduces the cost of purchasing a tile by 20%. That'd be nice if you. That'd be nice if you just want a tile real fast instead of having to wait for it early game, or just later on as well. I typically use it only when I really want something that I know someone else might get, or I built a city and I need resources outside of its initial borders immediately. Cultivation, 50% production towards solar. That's nice if you want to make a lot of solars. And open borders. Ask this power to allow your units to show between their control territory. Okay, that basically allows us to, it basically allows to, it allows our military to go through another civilization's borders without them, worrying about it. So, work plates. Let's go early empire, that seems like a good idea.
EU mei em rimat shautiu empaiter. Entekis wa enyimiu.
Okay, I was worried. I'm only interested in people worthy of my time. You're also one of them. Alright, thank you. See you later, Cleopatra. Yes, completely research on writing. Oh, great. Thank you for telling me.
With writing, we unify our people. A common written language allows ideas to flourish and our collective knowledge to grow. Were we to provide a place to collect and share this knowledge, our people would surely prosper.
Alright. Well, time to make a library. In Civilization 6, there are many types of districts that can be built in your cities, each with a specific purpose. By completing research on writing, you're now able to construct a campus district in your city. The campus district is dedicated to increasing the amount of science generated by the city that contains it, right?
A good city can become a great city through careful planning. Deciding where to place a city district is an important decision. Be sure to pick a location best suited for the district to reap the most benefit.
Alright, so is that a one city thing? Main districts in the game also have a bonus depending on where they are placed within a city. The campus gets a bonus often built next to mountains or jungles. Ooh. Okay, so cities are now separated into districts and or they just mean the tiles. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, they just mean the tiles. When placing the district, the map changes slightly to indicate the ideal locations to which you build area guide. This spot has mountains on 2 edges, providing 1 science per turn. Placing the campus here would be ideal. Yeah, but it's on my farm, but oh well, I guess I have to do it. Just for the tutorial's sake.
Already, the greatest minds in our civilization eagerly await the completion of this campus.
Yeah.
But we must not allow these great thinkers to be idle. Let us turn their attention elsewhere.
Alright, you have finished writing technology, you now must choose you now must choose what to research next. You would like to, if you like a suggestion, animal husbandry or bronze working are both good choices, right? Animal husbandry will allow you to build the pasture and camp improvements in your cities. Bronze working will help you military by unlocking the campment district, as well as Allow you to train spearmen. Okay, basically all those build forts. I'll go for locking the texture a little bit. A little bit more. Although I wish you could click and drag the I wish you could click and drag the texture, but no, you have to use the scroll wheel, which is or you have to use the scroll bar, not even the scroll wheel. So animal husbandry right away. Yeah, animal husbandry right away, and we can immediately get masonry. Ceiling would be nice. And we can get, well, it'd be nice to have a, stay next to the water. So we can get Galley to immediately go, well, searching the waters. Which I also like to go, I also like to go, again, at least coast, ferrying vessels first. As soon as possible, so I can explore the world more to find better city locations and build more cities, build more ships, build more cities, build more ships, get tanks, and then kill things. Usually self-defense though. I also like to get the Great Wall of China first, because that gives you some nice solid benefits beginning the game if you ever get invaded. Which I'm not seeing Great Wall of China. No. You might have took that out. Yeah, they took it out. Or at least I'm not seeing it. Oh, we can get currency if you want. Or we can get chariots. Harmel. You know, yeah, let's go. Or do we go Emma Husbandry? You know what, yeah, let's go Emma Husbandry because that's 3 turns and then we'll go sailing. Okay, you go. Yeah. There you go there. Yeah, I guess build a plantation. That might. Yep, that will do it. Now we have a plantation for cocoa or for coffee. I don't know. I guess let's start mining. This is basically what this game so far is feeling to me like what Civilization 5 should have been. Pretty much. And you know, unlike the people that were fretting, not like people that were fretting over, oh, maybe I should wait for the Game of the Year edition after like all 5 or after all 4 expansion packs come out, because that's when they add all their old features that used to be in Civilization games, but they took out in the newer games. Well, it looks like they're all here, like religion and governments. I haven't seen spying yet, but that might be in the game as well. Um, so yeah, that's cool that they actually kept it in from Civilization 5, unlike taking it out like they did in Civilization 5. So yeah, that's nice. Oh, that was fast. Yeah, let's do sailing. Yeah, we're altering. We're gonna lose food, but the production's nice. Wait, is this off the map? Maybe. And we'll see if it goes ice. Now, the thing about Civilization games is their maps actually shrink, and their maps actually are The maps actually shrink at the beginning of the game and expand gradually as you explore the world. Um, so basically, you cannot know how big your world is or where you are in the world. Like knowing if you're on the bottom of the map or not. Yeah, that's stop the world. Yeah, let's see guys. Oh, look, barbarians.
Our greatest scholars and scientists already begin to gather at our campus. Providing them with a library would further assist them in their pursuits.
Alright. Some buildings can only be constructed in districts. These are the library. The library is a building exclusive to the campus district. Since we have completed construction on the campus, we are now able to build a library. And okay, I'm really gonna go through the tutorial because it explains stuff I wouldn't know otherwise. Um, Things have really changed since, you know, 5 and Beyond Earth. To the path because libraries used to be just normal buildings. Now they are part of the campus thing. Alright, campus district. Click the choose production button, or click the close production button in the lower right to begin building library guide. There we
Our
go.
people have prospered under your guidance. Truly, our civilization has no equal. Perhaps now is the time for you to prove this to be true.
Alright, I can do that, hopefully. To winning a civilization must defeat all civilizations in the world. There are multiple ways to achieve this. Most games will end in the year 2050 or after a set number of turns. If no player has achieved the victories, or if no player has achieved these victories by then, the score will determine the winner. Score is calculated as a general measure of each player's achievements in the fields of endeavor. Right, God.
The task before us is great, but under your leadership we shall not fail. As always, I stand ready at your side should you require any assistance along the way.
Yep.
May our civilization truly stand forever.
Indeed. The chances of each victory's conditions are tracked on the World Rankings fan. Open it now. All the way with them. Which is actually obvious. Which is actually easy to find and see as opposed to and fives and Beyond Earth. The World tab gives you the overall tab gives you an overview of all the victories and your ranking amongst the players. Which we are leading in everything. As the Egyptians, which are coming, but we are closer. Of course, we're time domination because there's only 2 of us here. Next tabs give you more specific details about each set ranking. Close the tab, close the panel when you're ready to proceed. So score, Samaria. The score victory occurs when no civilizations have been, or when no civilization has achieved any other victory during the game. And in this case, the civilization with the highest score will win. All right. Science. To achieve a science victory, you must complete 3 major milestones: launch a satellite, land or aiming on the moon, establish a Martian colony. Ooh, okay. This is a big step and a realistic step as opposed to the previous Civilization games. Pretty much all the player Civilization games, in order to win by science, you had to build a interstellar vessel to take you to Alpha Centauri. Hence where Alpha Centauri and Beyond Earth came from. However, now they're going with the much more realistic standard of simply launching a satellite, landing man on the moon, and going to Mars. And we'll build a Martian colony. Which are all things we're working on today. Uh, and can easily be done. We are just working on it. You know, it just take time and money and people wanting to do it. Which that's what this game is, which theme of civilization is. It's a big what if. What if all those 3 facts were true about every civilization ever? And if they just were on fair grounds with everything else and started at the same time as everyone else. And, just having fun about playing your civilization versus others. Just for fun. Culture victories. Victories are never really understood very well. Or culture victory is a victory never really understood very well. To achieve a cultural victory, you must attract visiting tourists by generating high amounts of culture and tourism. Victory is achieved when you attract more visiting tourists to your civilization than any other civilization has domestic tourists at home. Your domestic tourists represent the tourists from your civilization that are currently happily vacationing within their borders. Your visiting tourists represent the number of tourists you attracted from domestic tourist pools of other civilizations. Alright. So basically, you're making it so people that feel like their country is good enough make them feel like that. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should go to the other country and tourist there. And then once they've won that, and once they have lost their entire tourism economy, you win or something like that. Domination. To achieve domination victory, you must conquer the capital of each other civilization. A strong military is highly recommended. Yeah, which is something we can easily do in this campaign if we wanted to, which I don't want to. Religious victory. To achieve a religious victory, your civilization must become a predominant religion for every civilization in the game. A religion is predominant it is if it is following by more than 50% of cities and civilization. All right, very good. The rest of the story will help you achieve your first domination victory. The goal of domination victory is for your civilization to be last to occupy its own capital, or its own capital city. For this tutorial, that means you will have to use your military to capture the capital city of your rival, while preventing them from taking yours. How you ultimately achieve this will be up to you. However, we provide you 3 optional objectives that, if completed, will greatly assist you in achieving this. If you want more of something, or looking for more information and about anything you've seen in this tutorial, there's a good chance you'll find it in the Civilopedia, which is the in-game encyclopedia, or the in-game Wikipedia and/or encyclopedia. Alright, build ancient walls in your city capital. Yep. Build encampment district in your and upgrade with the barracks. To win, eliminate the other civilization by capturing its capital. I don't do that, as they're pretty good to me. If they want to be bad guys in a couple turns, then sure I'll do it. But no, we'll start a real game now. Cannot say tutorial. Cannot say tutorial. Temeria, Gilgamesh, difficulty seller, game speed quick. Yeah, I don't want to fight the Egyptians. Because they're good. They're good people. So, never mind. And there's no saving anyway, so I'll just exit main menu. Which is tutorial? What do I think of it? Well, it could be better in the fact that, it should be less stop and go and more you get to play with the menus more, and just basically the game guiding you as opposed to telling you exactly what to do. It gets the job done and tells you exactly what you need to know, and tells you everything you need to know, I would say. But I do like Tutorial tutorial more because it's more freeform. Even though I did join the game wondering what am I doing, pretty much. But then again, Art of 4 is a much bigger game is a much more complicated game than Civilization is. So yeah. Alright, but what do I think of Civilization 6? Well, it's actually probably the best Civilization that there is right now. Or at least the one I've played. I do like Beyond Earth, I did like Alpha Centauri, I did like the Revolution on 360, but so far this game combines all those elements and just adds more. Yeah, I mean, remember, Revolution was a spin-off game. Um, Alpha Centauri was a spin-off game. Alpha Centauri was a spin-off game of... let me look it up real quick. Civilization 2. Um, and then Beyond Earth was a spin-off game of 5. Even though it was much different than 5, then it was much more different than 5 than Alpha Centauri was, but Alpha Centauri was still extremely different than 2. But yeah, Civilization 6 definitely fixed all the issues of 5 and all the issues Beyond Earth, or at least what I can tell from the tutorial. So, is it worth getting? I would say if you're a Civilization fan, or if you're just new to the series, it definitely is worth getting. Should you wait for the Game of the Year edition? Um, it depends up to you. If you like what you see in the video, I would definitely say get it. However, if you however, well, all the elements that were in, Civilization 5 expansion packs and the previous Civilization games are here. They're not taking out, this is not a stripped down version like Civilization 5 was of the previous Civilizations. It is a improvement and carry on of Civilization 5 of all the previous Civilizations, basically. So yeah, but it is definitely worth it. Again, you can always, if you're still skeptical, because I'm pretty sure they'll continue doing it anyway. I could be wrong. They could not do any more. They could not do any expansion packs, and those expansion packs could be extremely cheap, as in under $30. But I probably wouldn't take my word for it. I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't take the risk if you're that type of person. Because I personally don't care. It's an expansion pack. It is definitely worth that money. All the Civilization 5 expansion packs were worth 30, 40, $50. Um, whatever they were. Because they were expansion packs, not DLCs. But again, I'm an old school gamer. I'm used to that kind of thing. So, yeah, and I did get all the Civilization 5 expansion packs, by the way. I got the first two and then stopped because I just didn't feel like I wanted the other ones. I just didn't feel like I needed them. And by the way, Beyond Earth only had one expansion pack, Rising Tide. So, they might not have any expansion packs with 6, might just have DLC, or the expansion packs might be cheap, or they might be a really long time before they make the Game of the Year edition of Civilization 6. So it's up to you whether you want to wait now. I mean, you can always wait. It's not like there's a Steam. It's not like there's a Steam launch week sale. It's really discounted. No. You can definitely wait if you want to, but I would say you don't need to. This game, and unlike Civilization 5, which had pretty bad performance, this game loads instantly, or as instantly as it can. It The actual map screen works really well, aside from the fact that edge scrolling doesn't work very well. But the swap to clouds out for a much better system that works much better. Graphics are much better. Do I miss the realistic people from 5? I kind of do, but I do like the style of cartoony realism that is very reminiscent of Halo and Halo Command and Conquer. As well as you can say like Gears of War, Star Wars, Republic, stuff like that. But yeah, definitely say this is worth it, and definitely doing series of it. Whether or not you do a main sequence series of this game, I'll definitely do a main sequence series of a single playthrough of the American campaign, or yeah, if I want to play someone else, which I don't think I will, because again, Teddy Roosevelt's my favorite president, and they finally put him in a Civilization game. Because I've been wanting the American Civilization to be leadered by, to have its leader be uh, to be Theodore Roosevelt, and they're finally putting him in the game, so I will definitely play him first. All right, so yeah, that'd be it for this session. Because I'm going to have to cut this, and I'm going to have to part this out. So yeah, that'd be it for this session. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate you go watching on this, watching these videos of me. Also, not to leave a comment to more suggestions for the series or if I'll play Civilization 6 in general. So please do me in the comments for people to deal with it. Also, I do have a Twitter which I tweet out channel this as well as do the games I do have done. Like I did tweet out the fact that there was I tweeted out when the 25th anniversary um edition was first available for pre-order. Also I like to tweet out. Also, I tweet out news in general that I think you might be interested in. Also, I do have this which you can contact me on if you have a game that you like me to play or mod or interested in doing co-op. If you prefer using YouTube private message, you can do that too. And if you have a question about this video, suggestion for this series, or any other, please put in comments below. So be able to have a two question suggestion. It's it. Alright, so that'll be it for this session, I guess. See you once again.